Well, this is a topic I really didn't want to get into because it's a known problem and there's already a lot of topics about it, and it also takes away from important issues, that are going on in the world, but I thought it was necessary to defend myself because I've seen a lot of crazy accusations and just, trolls and stuff saying things about me, so I just thought I have to cover this just for people that maybe still don't get it. But there's trolls who just come on to cause trouble, and they don't have any real specific agenda. They're just there to, I don't know, ruffle people's feathers. Like, they'll just come on and say, you're an idiot, or this video is stupid, and they don't give you any reason why. They're just there to, cause hell or whatever. And then then arguably worse is the disinformation agents. It's well known that these people are hired, whether it's from the government or it's to cover up certain things. They'll come on, they'll come in on the internet and, claim that, like in my case, that, I'm a perp or something, and I'm not real, which is total bullshit because I've never stole anything in my life. And all I look for is the truth and nothing else. So, people coming on and making claims that, you're fake or you're a perpetrator and stuff, I mean, that's the kind of garbage that the Illuminati wants you to believe in. They want people fighting against each other, and, I highly believe that they're involved in this whole gang stalking thing. So they send in all these fake people saying like, oh, I know you're a fake, and, the scary part about these people is that, how many people actually believe them, unquestionably. There's that saying that the more you repeat something, the more likely you are to believe it, and that's totally true. Because, I mean, I've witnessed it firsthand, like someone will say something behind your back and you'll never know anything about it, and then before you know it, your best friend doesn't like you anymore, and you find out years later that there was some asshole that was like spreading totally false information about you behind your back. But whatever, I mean, those kind of people are sad anyways. But then there's also, now we're getting into the truth category, like me, where I just want to tell the truth. And by the way, just because I'm seeking the truth and I want to tell everybody the truth, doesn't mean that everything I say is necessarily the truth. I mean, I'm still new in this thing, and of course, it depends on your intent. If you're actually trying to get the truth, I mean, of course you're going to, say some things that might not be 100% correct, or, I've had a couple videos that maybe weren't, 100% accurate, or weren't good evidence of, gang stalking or the New World Order or whatever. But the point is the intent. I think that's the difference with real people, is that if you have a question, like me, if you think if you think I'm questionable or something, then why don't you actually just message me, not be a coward, don't make a message, run away, and then don't respond. No, if you're a real person and you're trying to confront someone that you think isn't real, then the way to find out is you send a message, and if you get an intelligent response back telling you, whether he was fake or not, that's how you tell if someone's real, if they're actually willing to send a message and answer your questions and not dodge anything. And hey, if anyone has a message, they can just send me about it. But what really disturbed me recently was there was this guy that's only had his profile up for a few months, but he seemed pretty trustworthy. I mean, I've seen a bunch of his videos, and they looked exactly like, gang stalking with, he's showing license plates and showing how there's only one light missing on all the cars that are around him, and, he's confronted the perps, that just kind of stare out the window and they won't talk to you. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool, this guy looks real. So, I posted a lot, I've been posting on a lot of his videos. So I was like, hey, what's wrong with that? And then, what was really weird is just today, I was posting on his videos. I posted some comment on his video, and then he comes back with a message like, how come you're always posting, like, how come you're one of the first people to post on my, my videos, and it's always like a couple minutes after I upload it? I think you're a perp. And this was really disturbing to me, because it's like, oh, well anyways, I'm going to show you the obvious here, if people haven't already figured it out. Now see, this is my channel, and this should look similar to everyone's channel. You know, they put your recommended videos on there, they put uploaded by and liked by, and see how it goes from bottom to top. Like, it'll say 3 weeks ago, you know, then it'll be 2 hours ago until you get up to present time. Now this happens all the time when someone uploads a video and it'll say uploaded by, you know, in this case Grand Forks Vibrations or whatever, and it'll say 1 hour ago. Now it could happen where he just uploaded it and it'll say, like, you know, 1 minute or 2 minutes ago. Now this guy is a frequent uploader and he's uploaded a lot of videos. And there's days when I have the day off, you know, where I'm on the internet a lot, you know, and I'm just sitting here browsing the web and going through my videos, and then frequently I come back to the page and see if anyone else has uploaded videos. I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally. I don't know about you guys, but so anyway, lots of times, you know, this certain guy that had a problem with me, it'll show his videos up on uploaded by. So of course I click on it, you know, I see information about his video, and I'm like, hey, that's cool. So then I write a comment on it. Now this guy apparently had a problem that I was doing this several times, and he got the impression that I was spying on him because, you know, he frequently uploads videos and I'm at home a lot when I'm not working, and I just happened to be one of the first people commenting on his video. And I think what happened, because I'm not, this guy might be legit, but my deal is that, you know, I think he's letting the paranoia get the best of him. Because when you just come to that conclusion instantly that, oh, you know, I'm gonna make an accusation that someone's a perp, you know, just based on that. I think what happened is he was probably looking at my profile and he was seeing this one guy. Alright, I'll actually go to my channel here and show you. Alright, see, okay, there's Perp Police, you know, saying you were doing so well, and then, you know, a bunch of curse words and blah blah blah, and then of course, you know, you click on his profile and yeah, it used to say that it didn't even exist. Now it says you know, but this was only created like a month ago, and when this happened his profile had only been open for like a minute or so. So this guy was a joke, and then if he has nothing on his profile, what a shock. So then he probably saw messages like this, and then he looked at the fact that I was commenting on his videos like right when he put them up, and he put 2 and 2 together, and he's like, oh my gosh, I think this guy's a perp, you know. And that kind of, you know, that kind of investigation is really flawed, and it's unfortunate because that's what creates the hate, and that's why targeted individuals have such a hard time getting together. You can see what I mean, because then it gets to be a blame game where you can't trust anybody because of that. And that's exactly what, you know, we as targeted individuals can't put up with. So, you know, I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'm going to have to start doing comments, you know, pending approval. I didn't do that originally because it kind of tends to make it seem like you're trying to hide something when that's, you know, not the case, but it might be something I have to do because you have all these fake people that are trying to infiltrate and trying to make you look bad. So it's really unfortunate. So anyway, I guess the bottom line is that you just shouldn't trust random people. And that's the problem with this world right now, and why it's turning into a police state, because you have neighbors spying on each other and everything, and, you know, people are starting to not trust each other. And this is, you know, if you look up the New World Order, Illuminati, and all this stuff, I mean, this is by design. They want this kind of stuff to happen. And don't fall into this trap. If someone says something about you, you better talk to that person and find out, you know, whether they're legit or not, instead of just taking someone's word for it, or, you know, a few people's word for it who might be working together, you know, and conspiring against you, which is happening more and more nowadays. Anyway, my main message is don't be a coward and confront the people that you have an issue with. That's it, thanks.